No, you're not poor just because of the system. You're also poor because of decisions you don't even realize you're making. Poverty isn't always the result of bad luck or external injustice. In many cases, it's kept alive by habits, beliefs, and mistakes that go unnoticed. Invisible mistakes repeated day after day, silently sabotaging your financial freedom. Today, I'm going to reveal 7 mistakes that keep people in poverty without them even noticing. And more importantly, how to start breaking free from that cycle. Because yes, you can escape it, but first you have to understand what's truly holding you back. Mistake number 1, the cult of instant consumption. We live in a culture where looking good is more valued than actually being well, where many people buy things they don't need with money they don't have to impress people they don't even know. Social media has amplified this phenomenon. Every photo is a competition, every story a display case. We want to show off success even if inside we're broke. This is the cycle of instant consumption. You get paid today, buy clothes tomorrow, order food the next day, and 3 days later your credit card is maxed out. By the end of the month, back to zero. The worst part, we repeat this pattern without questioning it because everyone around us is doing the same. Poverty often feeds on the impulse for instant gratification because quick rewards feel better than slow building. But that slow build is what gives you true freedom. Remember this, real wealth is built when you learn to delay short-term pleasure for long-term freedom. And that's a skill you can train. Mistake number 2, inherited financial ignorance. No one teaches us how to manage money, not in school, not at home. Many of us grew up hearing things like money is evil, the rich are greedy, or better poor and honest. These phrases get passed down from generation to generation, and while they may seem harmless, they're deeply damaging. Why? Because they shape your relationship with money from childhood. The result? Adults who think finance is only for bankers or business owners, who feel guilty for wanting to earn more, who believe investing means risking everything. And meanwhile, they repeat patterns of poverty they've seen their whole lives. Spending without a plan, living paycheck to paycheck, drowning in debt. Financial ignorance is a generational curse, but it's also reversible. It only takes one person in a family to decide to break the cycle. That person can be you. Today, there's more financial information available than ever. Videos, books, podcasts. Mistake 3, scarcity mindset. Poverty doesn't just live in your wallet, it lives in your mind. And this is one of the most invisible traps because it disguises itself as realism. The scarcity mindset tells you there's never enough, that if someone else wins, you lose, that money disappears quickly so you should spend it before it's gone. It convinces you that dreaming is naive and wanting more is greedy. It's a way of thinking that limits everything. Your decisions, your goals, your opportunities. It makes you cautious with what matters and wasteful with what doesn't. Abundance mindset, on the other hand, teaches you to see money as a tool, not the goal. Something that can grow, multiply, and improve your life if used wisely. And the best part? Abundance starts with what you think, not what you earn. When you change your thinking, you change your results. Literally. Because your financial decisions are born from your deepest beliefs. Mistake 4, living off credit as if it were income. One of the most destructive mistakes is using your credit card as if it were an extension of your salary. It's not. Credit is a tool, but used poorly, it becomes a trap. Buying in installments without a plan, taking out cash advances at 30% interest, paying the minimum and thinking that's enough, all of this traps you in invisible debt that grows while you sleep. And the worst part? You get used to it. Eventually, living in debt feels normal. You've lost control, but you think you're managing your money. The problem isn't using credit, it's not understanding it. Credit should be used to build, not to consume. A wealthy person uses credit to invest, to buy an asset that will generate more income. A poor person uses it to survive the month. That difference determines the fate of their finances. It literally defines their future. Learning how credit really works is an investment that pays for itself because it prevents mistakes that could cost you years. Mistake 5. An environment that reinforces poverty. If all your friends spend on parties, cars, clothes, and no one talks about investing, saving, or building a business, guess what you're going to do? Your environment shapes your behavior. Not because you're weak, but because we're social beings. We adapt to what surrounds us. What you see as normal, you eventually do yourself. If you're surrounded by people who celebrate waste and mock saving, you're headed straight to repeat their story. But when you change your environment, your mindset changes. When you're around people who want to grow, build, and improve, you start seeing new possibilities. They open your mind. They show you paths you didn't even know existed. You may not always be able to change friends or family, but you can add new influences. Books, videos, mentors, communities. Every positive influence you add reshapes your perception of what's possible. Change your environment and your results will change, not immediately, but inevitably. Mistake 6, lack of clear goals. Many poor people have no concrete financial goals. They just live day by day, hoping that one day things will get better. But without a plan, that day never comes. Not knowing how much you want to save, earn, or invest is like getting in a car with no destination. You can drive a long way and end up nowhere. The wealthy think in terms of goals: financial freedom, independence, early retirement. The poor think in terms of survival. That difference in mindset changes everything. Having a goal changes how you spend, how you save, how you work. It gives direction to your energy. Even a small goal, like saving $100 a month, is already a mindset shift. Mistake 7, waiting for a magical solution. Many poor people believe a stroke of luck will change their life. Winning the lottery, receiving an inheritance, getting discovered by someone. That mindset is dangerous because it makes you passive. It takes away your power. And while you wait for the miracle, you miss real opportunities to build something today. Magical thinking creates frustration because you idealize change, but do nothing to achieve it. Meanwhile, time passes, and the cycle repeats. The real way out isn't fast or easy. It's gradual, consistent, and often boring. Save, invest, learn, repeat. But it works. And best of all, it works for anyone willing to commit. Conclusion. Poverty isn't just a lack of money. It's a set of patterns, beliefs, and decisions that, if left uncorrected, get passed down like a silent curse. But it's also true that with the right information, discipline, and conscious action, the cycle can be broken. If you saw yourself in any of these mistakes, it's not to make you feel guilty. It's to help you open your eyes. The first step is to see it. The second is to change it. And remember, being poor isn't a life sentence, but repeating invisible mistakes is. If this video gave you value, hit like, share it, and subscribe. Because in the next video, I'm going to tell you about the habits of the rich that poor people never learn and often don't even notice. If this video opened your eyes, subscribe to the channel. We don't sell illusions here. We share ideas that may be uncomfortable, but they are meant to wake you up.